Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Abel and I are in the middle of Kansas, but we made it out this morning. Just at a rest stop here outside of Salina. Anyways, found out a couple of little things about Abel yesterday. Yesterday morning. One of the camp workers was there with his dog, and he had a German Shepherd that outweighed Abel by about 30 pounds, and Abel took him down in about 2 seconds, and I'd never even heard him bark before. I just got him about a week ago, and that was pretty strange. I don't know what I think about that yet. It's a little sweet, chill.
Incoming call. Press Uconnect phone button to answer.
Cool Abel.
Call rejected.
Took out the German Shepherd. So anyway, just wanted to drop in and just say, and yes, it does have a little bit to do with me, but, well, quite a bit. Perseverance, faith especially, and just keeping the right mindset. A lot of this I haven't even talked about on Facebook, but about 7 years ago, I got a divorce. It started all about 7 years ago. I got a divorce. I lost my father. Found out my daughter had some pretty bad issues going on that I was not aware of. One of them being she was she thought she was transgender. So, and she was suicidal. She actually ate a bottle of antipsychotic pills, and after going to therapy sessions with her, psychiatry sessions with her for months, she had come to live with me. She was cutting herself. It was just amazing to deal with. It was very rough. And right after she had kind of calmed down and we were making headway, I got sick and lost my apartment in Coppers Cove, Texas, and had to move up to Kansas City. And obviously everybody that watches Facebook or just listens to my podcast or in my videos knows, and there's a few videos before this one, that I've got end-stage liver disease I took the option of having chronic acute pancreatitis as well, just because it complicates things, makes them far, far more painful and deadly. Anyway, I've been dealing with that for a little over 2 years, and now here I am. I was told I was going to die over and over again, and I bring this up to say that nothing is too big to handle. With enough faith, you can get through anything. And right after this, you'll see me sitting next to the fire at the campsite. I was really tired, so bear with me on that. But I read my testimony, and I read a verse out of Matthew, just about how God views helping people and helping, whatever you do to the least of us, you do to me. And it has to do with just being there to help people when they're sick, to help people when they're hungry, to help people just when they need it. And everybody needs to know that that's available. I think that right now that's a big part of the collective depression that's been going on. So anyway, have a listen. And again, we are on the road. I'm going to try to keep it upbeat after this, but I just wanted to say that hang in there. I'm also a counselor and coach, faith-based, but we don't have to dive into Bible study or anything like that. We can do the counseling first, which is sort of what I would recommend anyway. If you go to my website, SoulTrek.com, you'll see where you can schedule a free discovery call for 30 minutes. I also specialize in addiction and recovery, so in youth and adult mental health and life coaching. And I'm also an ordained minister, so I don't know if that makes any difference to you. But I did all of these things throughout being sick, so with enough faith, I'm just telling you, that you can make it through anything, and you can make it through it with a decent enough attitude as well, and that's going to make a big difference. So God bless everyone, and again, there's a little video after this, and this is the start of it. After this, there's not really a whole lot to see going through Kansas. I'm planning on stopping in Monument, Colorado, and so that's it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Got out. I went and got baptized, and not only that, right afterwards I became an ordained minister. Could not get enough of the Bible, and granted, I was not Christian prior to this. I thought I was, but I hadn't been to church, not seriously, since I was a kid, and even then, I don't know if I'd call it seriously. So I wanted to read you guys the testimony that I wrote, and I've cleaned this up a couple times. Kudos to Ryan, because he's the pastor at Journey Church in Lee Summit, and he pardon me, this is opening really slow. There we go. And he's the one that read my testimony out in front of everybody, and they actually said, well, that was church. So here's my testimony. Growing up as a child of a divorce from a 1-year-old, church was varied and separated for me. My mom's side of the family was Assembly of God or Pentecostal, and my dad was a very loosely regimented Presbyterian. Now granted, I wrote this when I could barely spell. I couldn't put hardly any thoughts together, but I knew I needed to get baptized. And I knew what it was about, and I gave Jesus my life. I invited him into my heart, and it's my everyday, it's my every minute of every day now. And that's not because I'm afraid something's going to happen again, but anyway, here's my testimony. I wouldn't say I was confused, as I was mostly indifferent, but searching. As I became a teenager, and I even went through a confirmation class at Northminster Presbyterian, but declined to walk as I was still not sure about everything and didn't want to be hypocritical of what I was doing. I started self-medicating due to pretty severe OCD and soon became a full-blown alcoholic. And I didn't know I was obsessive-compulsive until I was in the hospital, and they kept asking me if I wanted to see somebody because I wasn't reacting to them telling me that I was dying. I started self-medicating due to pretty severe OCD and soon became a full-blown alcoholic. I forgot about God and went on down the road, feeding my addiction and giving into very compulsive behavior. I moved all over the country, drinking and having a good time, to the tune of about 20 different places in about 8 different states or so. And that's true. Somehow I survived extremely risky behavior. I got sick about 5 years ago with chronic pancreatitis due to alcohol abuse, and managed to put together a few sober months here and there, still not following or understanding a relationship with God and Jesus, which they're one, but we can get into that later. I wound up in the hospital, again, still carrying around pancreatitis, but now with end-stage liver disease. That means you're pretty well done. Gallstones and a potentially deadly bacterial infection, which I caught from one of the hospitals. As I laid in bed over the last year, things with God began to make sense and became much clearer to me, and every time I was given a death sentence by the doctor, somehow I knew he was there and I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't know what to tell the doctors, and they were blown away by what they perceived my survival as my resilience and strength when it was becoming clear that it was God's will that I stay here. I remember waking up from a particularly horrible low point and hearing a voice asking me why I would want to stay. Now, this is the second near-death experience. And I said, I need to stay for them, and stay I have. I developed a GI bleed and basically bled to death internally twice, as they did emergency surgery on me when I had no blood left. Almost no blood left. When I woke up the last time, things had become much more clear. Ministry is my calling. And I had to go through every single thing I did throughout my life to prepare me for it, leaving nothing out. I became ordained with a testimony similar to this and Bible knowledge that I did not even know that I had. Now it's time to follow my calling, and that means traveling the country, speaking, writing, preaching, learning, and capturing it all on this journey. I want to inspire people to lead better lives through Christ ultimately, but now I'm also heavily certified in Christian counseling and counseling, and I want to help them first deal with any mental issues. And I just put please check back in and God bless. So after that, I want to read a little something else. And these are not my words, these are Jesus's. In Matthew 25, verse 31, the sheep and the goats. It says, when the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people from one another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, come, you who are blessed, my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? The king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Then he will say to those on his left, depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. And you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me. They also will answer, Lord, when did we see you hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or needing clothes, or sick in prison, and did not help you? He will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. Then they will go away to eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. The reason I bring this up is I've been on that other side of it. Again, I'm not pushing for donations here. I was surprised. Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I just wanted to sign off, tell everybody I love them, and God bless you. And just wanted to reiterate, died twice last night or last last year, and dealt with 2 years of end-stage liver disease. And here I am. I'm in Colorado camping. I'm going to do everything I can to help people and spread the word for the glory of God. Um, so just wanted to sign off here. I'll be doing some public speaking, be doing more videos. It's my first one. So bear with me. It may not be that great. And I'll be heading out in about a week or so, a little more, and going to Utah and then Tahoe and Seattle, down PCH, and then not sure, but going to spend some time in the desert. And going to start making phone calls tomorrow, see if I can get something set up with the church. I'm also a mental health adult and youth counselor, um, as well as an ordained minister and addiction and recovery specialist. So you can go to www.TheSoulTrek.com and go ahead and try to get light going here. And fill out a form, a quick form to set up a free discovery call. So let me know if you need any help, if you need any guidance, and biblically or otherwise. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye bye.